Welcome to our topic in Understanding the Self, Material Self. In this topic, we will talk about what influences our purchasing of things and how these items may define us or represent us. What is consumer behavior? This refers to the consumption or purchase of goods and services to satisfy the personal needs and wants of an individual or to satisfy needs and wants of others. Right now, Christmas season is just around the corner. Are you making up list and checking it twice? Gonna find out who's naughty or nice? What will you buy as gifts for yourself or your loved one? What influences you to purchase this gift? Are you influenced by ads, commercials, or testimonies? Or you value the wisdom of your parents or peers? Kapag sinabi ng nanay mo, ito ang maganda at effective, bibilhin mo rin ba? Consumer buying behavior studies about the various situations such as what do consumers buy, why do they buy, when do they buy, how often do customers buy, for what reason do they buy, and much more. For example, consumer buying behavior is studied by consumer researchers, and their aim is to know why women buy moisturizers. To reduce skin problem, yun ba yung reason? And what's the most preferred brand? Olay? L'Oreal? Johnson? How often do they apply it? Twice a day? Thrice a day? Where do the women prefer to buy it? Supermarket or online? And how many times do they buy it? Weekly or monthly? What's the importance of consumer behavior? Understanding consumer behavior is essential for a company to find success for its current products as well as new product launches. Every consumer has a different thought process and attitude towards buying a particular product. If a company fails to understand the reaction of a consumer towards a product, there are high chances of product failure. Due to the changing fashion, technology, trends, living style, disposable income, and similar other factors, consumer behavior also changes. A marketer has to understand the factors that are changing so that the marketing efforts can be aligned accordingly. When consumers purchase a product or service, their decisions are essentially their own. However, certain factors affect their choices and consequently their decisions to make these choices. We have factors that can influence consumer behavior. 1. Situational, 2. Social, 3. Personal, 4. Cultural, and 5. Psychological. Let us start with the situational factors. Under this, we have physical factors. Physical factors such as stores' layout and design may have an influence in what you buy. If you caught yourself lost in a grocery store or wonder why the bread is not beside milk, these are strategically placed there so you will wander around the facility. Hence, the more you will spend. Store locations also influence behavior. Starbucks has done a good job in terms of locating its stores. Same as Jollibee and McDonald's, no? They are situated near um, churches or gasoline station. Diba? That's one situational factor. No, I just thought about this. Minsan, kapag nakapila ka sa grocery, diba? Pwedeng sadyain nila na matagal yung pagbabayad mo kasi kapag ka matagal, nakapila ka, pag nainip ka, may chance na marami ka makikita na product. Tapos kung ano yung nakikita mo dun sa mga shelves, iba, pwede mong malagay dun sa cart mo. Situational influences are temporary conditions that affect how buyers behave, whether they actually buy your product, buy additional products, or buy nothing at all from you. Physical factors like store locations, They include the music played at stores, the lighting, temperature, and even the smell you experience. These are called atmospherics. May mga mall sa labas pa lang ang bango na. Minsan amoy imported o kaya sa Jollibee, sa pinto pa lang amoy mo na yung Chicken Joy. Or sa restaurant, ang gaan ng ambience, no? Yung lighting nila, tsaka yung tamang lamig. Ang sarap puntahan. Like other locations, no? Sa Antipolo or sa Tagaytay or sa beach, no? These are mga physical factors that are strategically thought of para puntahan ng mga tao. Example, breakfast in Baguio, naaamoy mo yung mga pine trees. Or breakfast, kita mo yung sunrise. Diba? Ang ganda ng feeling, sarap kumain. Next, we have personal factors. Age. It is obvious that the consumers change the purchase of goods and services with the passage of time. Family life cycle consists of different stages such as young singles, married couples, unmarried couples, etc., which help marketers to develop appropriate products for each stage. Teenagers will be more interested in buying bright and loud color as compared to a middle-aged or elderly individual who would prefer decent and subtle designs. These are examples for elderly fashion. Next, we have occupation. An individual's nature of job has a direct influence on the products and brands he picks for himself or herself. If you are a businessman or works in an office, you might be wearing a tie and long sleeves, no, kapag lalaki ka, kahit ang init-init. Or sa babae, naka-casual wear kung pwede sa office nila, no, yung mga casual wear. So we have necktie, suits for males, or high heels for women, no, as an example. Yung mga nagsusot nito, pwedeng mga nasa sales or mga manager. Even doctors are wearing high heels, no? May fashion din yung mga doctor. Professionals wear appropriate clothes. Kung ano yung bagay or nababagay sa kanilang mga profession, yun yung kanilang madalas na isusuot. Next, we have gender for male and female. Females are expected to buy and use beauty products. Males are perceived to be strong and tough who look good just the way they are. But right now, even males are using skin product like glutathione, lotion, or moisturizer. They started to take care of their skin. Naging beauty conscious na rin yung mga lalaki. Hindi lang sa pagpapalaki ng mga muscles or abs, pati skincare meron na rin sila. And we also have to consider yung other gender orientation, no? They also use skin products at saka mga beauty products, even makeup. May mga lalaki na ayos rin ng mga eyebrows, no? 3D eyebrows. So, they are also right now, no, conscious of how they look. Next, we have personality and self-concept. Personality divine is the complex of all the attributes, behavioral, temperamental, emotional, and mental, that characterize a unique individual or inner psychological characteristics that both determine and reflect how a person responds to his or her environment. Self-concept is defined as the composite of ideas, feelings, and attitudes that a person has about their own identity, worth, capabilities, and limitations. How does personality influence buying behavior? Sporty ka ba? Feminine ka ba? If you're feminine, you like girly things, no? Mga ribbons, laces. Fashionista ka ba? Or like you want to get noticed? Or you want to get attention? Are you the conservative type? You do not want to attract attention sa sinuot mo? Or gusto mo, promotor ka, para kang leader? Or gusto mo yung susunod ka lang? These are aspects of our personality that manifest in what we buy. Are you an emotional person or rational or practical? Pag practical ka, hindi ka basta-basta bumibili ng gamit. Yung mga importanteng gamit lang ang bibilin mo. And referring to self-concept, how do you see yourself, no? Your ideas, your feelings, your attitude. If you do not, if you have a negative self-concept, parang um, pag negative ang self-concept mo, pwede na ayaw mong magsuot. Kahit nakasuot ka ng magandang damit, no? Kung negative pa rin yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, wala pa rin epekto yung mga damit na isinusuot mo. Pero example, if you have a positive self-concept, kahit na yung suot mo hindi sa'yo bagay, pero you can carry it confidently, no? May mga ganyang aspect pagdating sa buying behavior. Next, we have bagay. People would usually buy things like clothes, accessories, shoes that feels comfortable and bagay. Bagay is synonymous with the English word for fit or suitable. Fit would also mean appropriate with lifestyle or personality. When it comes to personality and self-concept, we have this term called bagay. Narinig mo na ba na sinabi sa'yo, hindi bagay sa'yo? Especially for people who are overweight. Ang hirap mamili ng damit or kapag morena. But like what I said, there are individuals who carry, no, confident enough to pull off any clothes or fashion that they want. When we say fit or appropriate with lifestyle and personality, example, ang init naka-turtleneck ka. Or lifestyle mo, sa Smoky Mountain ka nakatira pero naka-high heels ka. Or ang personality mo, outgoing ka, tapos bigla ka nagsuot ng conservative or business attire. Mukha kang serious, parang hindi bagay dun sa personality mo yung suot mo. So that's the term for fit or bagay. We have another term, uso or trending. Some people would buy things because it is trending or uso, but not necessarily bagay or fit for them. I think since uso, alam nyo na kung ano yung ibig sabihin nito, no? Kasi um, mas alam nyo kung ano yung uso or trending right now. So, it would also tell you something kapag ka sumunod ka sa uso or hindi ka sumusunod sa uso. That would also tell something about your personality. Next, we have social factor. Every individual has someone around influencing their buying decisions. As consumers, our wants, our desire to learn or motivate are influenced by our attention to and interaction with others. We interact with friends, family members, neighbors, and these people have a great influence on how we think, do, and how we see ourselves fitting into the world. Social factor, we have family. Buyer behavior is strongly influenced by the member of a family. Therefore, marketers are trying to find the roles and influence of the husband, wife, and children. In a family, there is a decision maker. Pwede na husband or wife or the parent would ask the children. Minsan si tatay lang yung nasusunod. Minsan si nanay. But the Filipino family is an extended family. Pwede nandyan ang lolo at lola. Pwede ka rin mag-consult sa kanila. Pero minsan din, kung sino yung may authority or power, siya ang nasusunod. Kapag sinabi ng tatay, ito ang bibilhin, yun ang bibilhin. Unless democratic, no, pinakikinggan lahat. Or example, kapag ka may mga breadwinner sa family, kung hindi yung nanay or tatay, panganay na kapatid, kung sino yung may pera, siya yung masusunod kasi siya ang magbabayad. Example, kapag bibili ng grocery, si nanay. Pag electronics, si tatay pwede. Or bibili ka ng appliance or furniture, tatanungin ba yung mga anak? Or color ng wallpaper or pintura. Kung mga fashion, yung mga damit, ibang parents binibigyan na lang ng pera, yung mga anak. Sila na yung bahalang bibili ng gusto nila. Aside from family, we have reference group. These are the people that individuals compare themselves with. Every individual knows some people in the society who become their idols in due course of time. This factor mainly includes brands or products that are heavily endorsed by prominent figures like politicians, sports entity, artists, singers, bands, or art, no, etc. It can be said that these influencers are point of reference when deciding to acquire products or services. Example, a person will buy a Ginebra shirt because you like Ginebra and it represents your idol, not because it's your style. or your personality, but because suot siya ng idol mo. Compared to an individual who buys a pair of Nike or Under Armour shoes because it fits him, kasi kasya sa kanya or yun yung gusto niya, and another one who buys the pair of shoes because it's worn by Stephen Curry or Kobe Bryant. Pwede rin sa school na ang reference group mo is your college. Bibili ka ng t-shirt nila tapos susuot mo sa university week. So what you wear may identify you with the College of CBET or CAS or engineering.